Okay, back with something else. I've done a couple more of these hexagons. Still haven't done my arms, but I thought I'd show you another way of decorating them. I'm just getting out a glue stick. This is the first time I've used this one, so I think I've still got a bit of plastic on it. Any old glue stick will do. And just swipe it over your hexagon. I recommend keeping the swipes going in one direction or another and not going backwards and forwards. But you want to create texture with your glue stick. And then, while the glue is wet, take some mica powder. I like that rose one, and I quite like that one as well. On a brush that you're not too fussed about. Have your mica powder. And dust it over the glue. Now, yeah, mica powder requires a glue to stick to, but what you get is a more textured, rough finish. I think this will work absolutely fabulously with a blue mica powder or a blue-green mica powder and make a waterfall effect. But that was a brand new glue stick, and that might not have been the best one to use. That's what I wanted to get. That really pulled, peeled effect. And so you've got yet another finish and yet another effect. As I have used the two here. I do just like this red one. It's not as metallic as the others, but it is a metallic finish. And if there are bare bits, so be it. There are bare bits. They also add to the effect. And yes, I spilled a lot of mica powder, so it could be considered to be wasteful, but I sometimes think we can get a bit too precious about not wasting everything and crafters being frugal, etc, etc. I'm just going to try and pick up some now of a little bit of the gilding wax and see what happens, because this is by way of an experiment. Ooh, ooh. Can you see that? Sorry, I took it off camera again, didn't I? But that lends itself really rather nicely to the whole finish. So just taking a little bit of leftover wax. So now we have another one of those. Don't know which one I'll use yet, but I am pleased with how that one's come out. We have that one. Don't want that one. We have that one for those. We have one of those for those, and I've got to admit I'm quite partial to that. But I might use that. Excuse me. I just think I can get a bit messy with this one. Yeah. I might use that as a base piece for a similar pile like that. And then just pop a couple more bits on there. That will be more than enough for my canvas. So let's just get some of these edges finished. And I might just do a bit more texture as well. We're happy with that. The other thing I haven't shown you that I'd also prepared earlier was some wire shapes. I just put the wire around a mandrel. I've got a particularly good mandrel, and I just thought they make really nice bits and pieces to go within the canvas somewhere as well. Not entirely sure yet where, because all of these things tend to come to life when I'm more or less finished. That's that pile, that's that, and that's that. Right. More colour. There's a live. I would be shouting out saying, what do you fancy? but, and possibly from my point of view, it's a good thing it's not live. I'm going to go back with my lightning black because I do like lightning black. It has a wonderful metallic finish to it, a wonderful sort of gold colour within it. And I just think it speaks volumes all by itself. And by now, of course, I've got messy work surface, which, as you've seen, will just actually just pick up other colours, which I quite like. We got that there. Let's do the other one. Let's try and remember to look in the camera so I can actually see what you're seeing, which is my very dirty hands. Probably not a lot else, but you don't need to spend ages and ages and ages on this. I was a lot more careful first time round, wasn't I? But then I was trying to explain what I was doing. Now I just don't want you to be sitting there completely bored to tears while this daft woman does this. We've finished with that one. I need another baby wipe because I really am too messy now. We didn't have things like this when I had a child. We didn't have disposable nappies when I had a child. Life has become so much easier, if you did but know it. I'm going to put a touch of rust on there. Dab it on with my fingers. So I've now got something of a two-tone effect. We've now got sunlight coming in the window, which is wonderful. The wind's still high, but sunlight possibly makes it harder for you to see what's happening. I think I'll do a little bit direct. I think you can, yes, that's better. I'll do it on both sides, on the one side, and on the other one I'll just give it a couple of dabs here and there. And we'll give that the name of done. Right, put a lid on that. So now we've got those to do and that to do. Let's do these in the rust, because that will contrast with the others. We've got two sort of darker ones then with the green and the lightning black, and we'll just have the rust one in the middle when we come to it. And of course I'll put some sort of contrast on it. I don't want to put, I might put another one of the hexagon, the solid hexagons through the embossing folder, but I don't want to put these through because I think they're too fragile. I think putting these through an embossing folder would warp them too much to be used in the way that I want to use them on the sides of the hexagons. So I will just try and make them interesting with colour. Ditto, using anything that might require heat might warp them, or anything that's too wet might warp them. So they're just going to be kept pretty much as they are, like this. Oh, I missed a bit. Can't get around missing bits. That doesn't help. That's going against that. That's going to be quite... No, it's not. It's going against that, isn't it? That's going to be a pile. It's going against that. Oh, I think I do like that. Yes, I do think I like the copper against that. And maybe with that in the middle. Should I just give them a slightly darker edge? I think I will. I think I'll just give them a little bit of the lightning black on the edge, if I can ever get the top off. often like to edge things with a darker colour. It just defines what you're looking at. It just gives it a better finished piece, I think. That then is those. So I've got that piece for that, those for that, but I might put a bit in the middle, those for that, and now I just wanted to do a little mountain of those. We've got that nice bronze and gold colour one. I do apologise with the sun, but this is my craft space and I haven't really got anywhere else I can take this and go. Let's do another copper one, because I do like the copper. So let's do a little copper one. Because it just goes on like a dream. I've got to say that this paste goes on better than my old alchemy ones. Although I do love my alchemy ones, this actually is a much better finish and it goes on more easily. I have got some Viva ones as well, but that certainly doesn't work as well. I will put another colour on the top of that, and I want something in between that and that. Perhaps this will work better. Haven't tried that before. Let's have an experiment. Because if you don't experiment when you're doing something like this, then when are you going to experiment? So we'll put lots and lots of glue on here again. We'll take some ink up on our brush this time. Oh yes. I'm not quite sure what this is doing to the ink pad, but as I don't think I ever use this ink pad normally, it's not really a Zoe colour. I'm not going to worry too much, but we're getting that nice effect again. Oh yes, because it's also picking up some of the pink that was down there. I might just put a bit on directly now. It can only ruin the ink pad, can't it? You can hear people at a distance screaming, "Don't do it!" Well, I done it. Because if I can't experiment when I'm doing something like this, then when can I experiment? And the other thing I'm going to put on is some mica powder, mica slices. Don't know how well they'll stick because we've taken a lot of the sticky out, but let's just see. It's another little something or other I popped in the craft area for the purpose of trying on this DVD. Oh, DVD, it's a video. I'm not making DVDs. I stack those sometimes in the supermarkets. Right, I quite like that, but I'm going to put some more of that texture on there as well. And then it'll be a case of assembling. And because it's a long canvas, I'm not going to be able to film myself adding everything onto the canvas. You'll just have to wait and see the finished piece. But I promise you, if I use anything else, if I make any additions, I will let you know so that everybody can know precisely what's gone in to the making of this. And I hope that you're enjoying it.